Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new edition, or welcome to the channel. If you're brand new for that matter, consider hitting that red subscribe button down below, as I'm so close to 600 subscribers, and I would sincerely appreciate you joining the channel. And also thank you to those already who are subscribed or come back for another video. And I'm also going to give a special thank you to the awesome people over at Shudder for giving me an exclusive early access screener to a movie that is going to premiere on their platform on December 9th, and it is a Shudder original called Death Valley. Now, Death Valley is very interesting because it's directed by Matthew Ninaber. Has also helped directing, writing, and also done acting, and he played the creature in Psyco Goreman. Now, I've never seen that movie, but I've seen the effects of that creature, and the practical effects is awesome and definitely translates amazingly well into this movie Death Valley, where he also plays the monster creature. So, the cast of Death Valley includes Jeremy Ninaber as Beckett, Ethan Marshall as Marshall, Kristen Castor as Chloe, Melissa Joy Bozier as Jessica, Matt Daku as Oleg, and Justin Moses as Moses. And I've also got to give a big special shout out to Chris Nash and Audrey Barrett. So Audrey Barrett has also done a lot of makeup design in the past, but she also has helped do prosthetics in 8 episodes of the Amazon TV series The Boys. And the plot of Death Valley is all around mercenaries with nothing to lose are hired to rescue a bioengineer imprisoned in a Cold War bunker. Upon entering the ominous facility, they find themselves in a fight for their lives when they come under attack from an unknown and deadly creature. So I was very intrigued when I got the poster and the screener to this movie because it looked very interesting. It looked like something that was really going to be kind of like sci-fi, thriller, horror-esque kind of vibe, and I was all down for that. And reading the plot as well, I knew that shit was about to go down, and it certainly does in this movie. So let's get into our positives. Firstly, the creature design itself is amazing. The practical effects are so good, and you can tell that it's had some budget behind this, but also the makeup and the special effects makeup artists behind this is just incredible. They did such a fantastic job, and I really got kind of like some horror kind of video game vibes from this monster, including like Dead Space, Resident Evil. I was all down for the ride because there's certainly parts of this movie that felt as it was almost as if it was like a video game. The main character, Beckett, played by Jeremy Ninaber, was also pretty solid. Again, kind of like video game vibes. It reminded me very much of a Leon Kennedy. Now, is that a bad thing? No, not at all. He was really kind of believable, that at least had some common sense around him. He was there to get the job done because his wife at the beginning of the movie does call him and says like, look, are you coming home? Because she believes that he was supposed to be coming home, but he took up this last job. He has this determination really around his character being like, right, I need to get this done. This is my final mission so I can get home. And you kind of just have that sensibility and that vulnerability around our character who you can root for, and you're just like, look man, get the job done, get out of there. His co-partner in this, however, Ethan Marshall, who plays the character of Marshall, he was definitely there to provide a lot of comic relief. So I would say in his kind of performance, he wasn't written to be a serious soldier, and sometimes his thinking, this guy, how the hell is he a mercenary, you know? It is kind of a little bit far-fetched with him. Like, at one point, our main character of Beckett is saying like, look, we need to go into this place, we need to get out of the dogs, and he's like, I think we should just hide out and maybe, you know, come and get out with the dogs and this Oleg's kind of evil crew plan. And I'm just thinking, well dude, surely you would just take that route right there and get the hell out of there, because if a dog attacks you, you are screwed. Again, with the other performances in this movie, I felt they were good for the most part, because at the end of the day, the script that was written for them, I also really loved the opening of this movie. I felt like it really had a unique kind of vibe to it, and also set the scene as being like, right, this is going to be a darker tone movie. This looks as if it could go in this direction or could go in that direction. So it really left the options to be explored and how this feature was going to pan out and play out. In terms of my negatives, firstly, I would say that the runtime could have been trimmed down a little bit. I felt like maybe 10 minutes or so, say, was cut from this movie. It would have definitely had a bit better pacing overall to the narrative and overall to the enjoyment factor of this. There is a route that this movie takes where it felt as if there was kind of so many different things happening to interconnect and intertwine into the ending. If they just stuck to one kind of path in this movie where it was going to go. I would have liked to have just done that one simple path. That is the story. They need to get in, get out, and shoot these monsters. I kind of just wish that they just went batshit crazy, bonkers, just going off the walls with this movie and having more of this monster. Because the monster does get some screen time and they utilize the monster well enough to have that curiosity stay with you throughout the entire movie. But I would have liked to have seen more blood coming from it, or more blood from its victims, and more deaths. So Death Valley, is it worth your time as watching as this Shudder Oriignal premieres on December 9th? I enjoyed the movie. It was one where I felt like I could have just switched off my mind to a certain extent, but you do have to pay some attention to this movie and what is going on to fully get the full story going on. I also felt like the monster design itself and the practical effects is worth just checking out your time alone. So with that in mind, my score for Death Valley is... So if you've enjoyed this review, please give this video a big thumbs up, and again, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.